Hello, everyone. It's Liz again. I'm sorry it's been a long time since I did my last video. Life has gotten in the way, as I'm sure many of you are struggling with too. Well, there's a lot to talk about. First off, I want to talk about a new floss tube that I found. Well, it's not technically a floss tube, but I think it's a floss tube. It's called Early Medieval Embroidery, and it's run by Alexandra. She is amazing. This woman is working on recreating a small portion of the Bayeux tapestry using original materials and techniques. How cool is that? I'm going to put a link in the notes below. Check her out. She is showing pieces of this, the different stitches. She's done a couple where she's actually just worked while you watch her work. So a great one to grab your favorite piece and do some work while she does some work. She's also giving some historical information about the Bayeux tapestry itself, and why she's chosen the materials she's choosing. So go check her out. I'm so excited that I found that one. Wow, it's just amazing to watch. So please go check that out. Another thing I wanted to talk about, I was asked to show the Afghan on my little yellow chair there in the corner. You can see there's another one underneath the original Afghan. So I'm going to show that today. This is a crochet piece that I did. This is called, and I'm looking to the left because I'm looking at my notes, d'Histoire Naturelle. French. I will also put that in the show notes. This is Stitchin-Liz, which is a yarn company. They always do these really cool crochet alongs. So this is the blanket, and of course I have it backwards because, yeah, that's me. It's way too big for me to show you the whole thing. This is a huge blanket. The pattern itself is free if anybody's interested. Yes, this is like a crazy amount of crochet, but the pattern is available for free. All the different pieces, these are in sections, and all you have to do is pick out the yarn. Every year they do this, not so much the last couple, because it's obviously very big to put this together, but they'll do a blanket generally, and the pattern is free, and you can buy a kit with all the yarn. So that's what I did. Or you can put together your own yarn colors. The other great thing, because this is really up my crochet game, is that there's a group on Facebook for Stitchin-Liz, and they will put out little videos. So this one, I can't remember how many pieces it was in. It was probably, gosh, this one was probably a dozen different pieces, and each one had a tutorial video. And the lady who makes the videos makes them for right-handed and left-handed, which is very cool. I am left-handed. I can only crochet left-handed. I've tried, and I cannot crochet right-handed. So very cool that she does that for each piece. It makes it very easy. So if you're interested, please check it out. They just do amazing patterns. And I'd actually never heard of them until I saw one of these blankets, a different one from this one that I'm showing, but I saw one that I just had to have, and sent me down a whole rabbit hole. All right, so on to the cross stitch. There's a lot since it's been so many weeks. So let's talk about Whip Go. April. The numbers were 18 and 21. So for me, number 18 was just Paris. Again, for any of you who are new or don't remember, the way that I've been doing my Whip Go is that I'm not doing like a piece. Every number isn't a piece. It's actually kind of a category. And that allows me to pick something that I want to work on. So I won't be a brat and decide that I don't want to work on whatever comes up. So this has been working pretty good for me. So for Paris, I picked this one. It's called French City Scene. It's by Anchor. Sorry for the glare. I have got really a good amount done on this one. I've been working on this for a while. One interesting thing about this kit, it came with this beautiful blue Aida. I think it's either 16 or 18 count. It's nice and small, but it's Aida, and it's got a million fractional stitches in it. So bleh. Not a lot of fun to do fractional stitches on Ada, but it's doable. So I've muddled my way through, but not the best. So number 21 was full coverage. And so I chose this crazy thing that I got off of Stash Unload. This is a tiny little picture, but it's called London Sky in 1945. This one came as a kit that someone had opened. They hadn't started it. Didn't cost me very much. I love Stash Unload. Dangerous place. This is a huge piece. So here's my teeny little bit, one little corner that I have done. But this is a great piece. It's actually only, I don't know, 6 colors, something like that, which is kind of boring, honestly, but that's fantastic when you're not in the mood to do a lot of color changes. And this worked for me because I had been working on other things that had a ton of confetti. And so this is a great one to pick up when I just feel like my brain cannot handle changing colors anymore. But obviously it's going to take me the rest of my life to finish. So it was a good one to do for my Whip so let's talk about Whip May, which we just got the numbers for. Oh, I'm so happy that 13 came up, guys. That is the best thing. Oh my God, who thought I'd be so excited about it? My 13 is a new start. So I'm going to start Lady of the Mist. So that's going to be my 13. My free space is a new start. I'm doing this on this gorgeous 18 count picture, this plus. As usual, you know me, I can't remember the color name, but it's a lovely kind of light chocolate milk color, is what I think of, kind of a little bit of a pinky brown. So, and I've got all of my stuff together for it. It's kind of a mess, but that's that one. So number 5, smaller project. I'm going to work on this piece that I've been working on for a while. It's called the Maritime. This is one of those tiny little dimension kits. And this is what I have done. This is one of the ones that you may sometimes hear me refer to my lake projects. This is a lake project. I take these little kits out to the lake in the summer because I can sit on the boat and I can cross stitch to my heart's content. And it's nice and small. So all that work has been done out on the lake. But what happens is I get bored with them and then I pick something else. So need some work still. So the last Whipco one is number 19, and that was something that only needs back stitching. So for me, that's going to be this Indian Peacock. I know a lot of you are familiar with this piece. The colors in it are what drew me. I saw it in, I don't know, Michael's, or I can't remember where I bought this one, but I saw it and I turned it around and I looked at the colors and I had to have it. So here it is. All it needs is back stitching. I know I'm terrible. You want to know why it's not done? This stuff. This stuff in here. Chunky. Honestly, I think it's ugly. It's like 2 strands, long stitches, and you can see where it's broken up. I hate it, but I'm going to force myself to go through it and finish it. Because I know I hate it, but probably no one else cares that it looks the way it does. So I'm going to finish it up. So that's going to be my back stitching project for this month. That's the one that could kill my Whipco. Yeah, because even now I'm thinking, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to force myself. I'm going to force myself to do it. All right, so just regular whips that I've been working on lately. The first one is Everett's Cottage. And I don't even have to show you the picture because of how close I am to done. Look at that, sitting right beside me. This is my office that I'm in. So it sits right beside me while I work. If I need a moment to collect my thoughts, I put in a few stitches. That's how I like to work. So close. But I gotta tell you, I always work my projects basically left to right and top to bottom. That's how I like to work. And I know everybody does it their own way. Do what makes you happy. I am not going to tell you that's the way, but it's my way. But do you know what? You know what they did to me? This whole area right in here is supposed to be water. You can kind of see it from back away, but really when you're working on it, it doesn't look like much. This is full of stitches that use that blending filament thread. So that's why it's taking me so long to finish it, because I hate that stuff. And it's pain. So still working, hoping to get that finished. For part of my whip go is I want to have 4 projects finished this year. So, oh, we're gonna hope. The next one I was working on is Birds of Paradise. I love this piece. I have an African gray parrot, so just love this. All I need to finish is back stitching, and I've done quite a bit up near the top, but there's quite a lot to go. So I'm just working on it slowly as I feel like it. But I've gotten a bit done there, so I'm happy. Let's see, next, Balloon Go. Balloon Glow. I tell you, it's been a whirlwind lately. Okay, so I'm sure many of you are familiar with this Dimensions Gold Collection piece. It's Balloon Glow. I'm using the fabric that came with it, but I'm sure all of you know how awful the fabric is that comes with Dimensions Gold Collection kits. It's the one thing that sucks about these kits. So here it is. This is, I love the colors in this. It's so rich. It looks so warm, but it is a lot of work. So still working on it. Getting quite a bit done there. Next up is our friend Anne Boleyn. Everything is in plastic. I'm not gonna keep apologizing for the glare, but it all comes in plastic. That's how I keep it clean. That's how I keep the cat hair out. So this is where I am on her. Was working on the outline mostly. Just it's got like a triple border. So I've been kind of working on that because it's mindless. Sometimes, you just need the super mindless work. And this has been it for me, doing that border. All right, and then last but not least on things I've been working on is one called Visit Lothlorien. So this is a piece for those of you who are fans of Lord of the Rings. I'm going to show you it on my phone. Unfortunately, it's not a great picture. It's not a great picture that they put up here, and of course, my camera and the phone don't want to work together. But anyways, them's the breaks. Here's where I am, quite a ways. This is one that I don't remember who showed this or how I found it. Somebody had this in their notes. The site is Country Magic Stitch, and they've got a bunch of like Hogwarts stuff and other Harry Potters, Lord of the Rings, different TV shows. I had so much fun. I actually purchased like 9 patterns. Yeah. And so this is the one I've been working on. This is my evening project. I keep it down by the TV. It's kind of simple. It doesn't have a lot of colors, but has a beautiful effect. I mean, I just love how these colors are working together. So that one is one of those ones that I just can't put down. Ooh, sorry, I made it go all wonky there. All right. So that's everything that I've been having for whips. Let's talk about new starts. I broke the rules. Yeah, I knew I was going to. I think I even told you guys I was going to break the rules. So yeah, first off, I really needed to do the Deadly Aquarium. Lola Crow cross stitch has a stitch along going. There are a bunch of people that I watch who are also doing this Deadly Aquarium stitch along. Caro Kirsch, the runner stitcher. Yoshi, I can't remember your channel name at the moment. It's escaping me, but uh, many more than that. I can't even remember everybody who's doing this one. So I know we were all so excited when we saw some of the little tidbits that she started putting out. So I had to do it. So I've got a nice start going on it. So far, all that's been released is the frame. And this is what I have done. Uh, just love the details. Love the little Deadly Aquarium. It's so cute. The little skull and crossbones. So this is that, it's one of the fabrics that she suggested. It's a light green color. It's linen and it is just working gorgeously. So, oh, and also I got a new sewing machine, finally. So I've been serging my own fabric. I'm so excited about that. No more masking tape. I don't have to do that anymore. I will be able to serge my fabric. So that was another exciting thing that happened to me lately. All right, so the second new start, I blame this 100% on Stitching Jet. She is doing this beautiful piece called Prefect's Bathroom. And I, unfortunately, that project is no longer available. So I got a different version of it. Hopefully this one will show up a little bit better. This is actually called Stained Glass Mermaid. It's by Fox and Teacup Designs. I love Harry Potter. I'm a huge Potterhead. So when I saw her working on that, I had to have this one. I believe this is a bit smaller than hers. So if anybody saw her beautiful pattern that she's working on and said, wow, that's huge, I could never do that. This one is smaller. It does have less detail. So, you know, as always, beware of that. But here's what I have done. Not a ton. This is a confetti bomb. So lots of confetti in here. You can see in, especially in around her, like there's just a ton of different colors in here. So I saw that and I had to have it and I had to start it. Like the minute I got the fabric, I had to start it. I chose this kind of pewter gray. It looks kind of blue right now, but it's really a pewter gray. Because at first I was toying with the idea of not doing the black in between, but I've changed my mind and I am going to do the black. So yeah, stay tuned for more work on that one, because even though it is a confetti bomb, I can't stop working on it. I love it. So thank you, Stitching Jet, for that one. I love it and I'm so excited. All right, so that is all of my stitching updates. That's everything I worked on. If you're not interested in life updates, you can have a lovely day and I'll see you next time. Otherwise, stick around. So, I've been having a roller coaster here, quite the roller coaster. Unfortunately, I had to have a biopsy last week, and that came right at the end of the giant work project that I think I might have mentioned in one of my floss tubes, that my company was doing a huge project. We actually rebranded the entire company. I'm still working on that. It's going to be going for a long time, but I had to have this biopsy like right after the big day that I worked 12 hours to get that done. So, yeah. So you would think that the worst response that you could get from that is cancer, but actually I've found that the worst response is inconclusive. So, I get to do that all over again, probably, which I'm not real excited about. But between work, being crazy, and this little hiccup, that has taken over my life right now. So focusing on stitching has been pretty darn hard. And I'm sure, I know I watch a lot of your videos, and I know a lot of people are going through rough times right now. So I'm sure you all understand what that's like. Um, that you just can't settle down and focus. So yeah, to make it even more fun, we got those results when we had friends that were visiting this last weekend, while we were picking them up from the airport. And of course, they were in the car. So got to get that information in front of them, which I was really hoping it wouldn't ruin that weekend. And we didn't let it, but luckily they're really good friends. So it is what it is, right? What do you do? So gonna have to just kind of keep working through that. And then our friends got home and immediately tested positive for COVID. So I might have COVID right now, which would delay any further testing. So, oh my goodness, you guys. Anyways, as I keep telling people, I'm a tough bitch. I will persevere always. Anyways, so there you go. I know someone said I need to give more personal information. There you go. How's that for you? A little too much, maybe. Anyways, so that's just going on with me. As always, thank you all who watched this. Thank you for your comments and your likes and subscribes. Really appreciate it, and keep stitching, and I'm sure I'll see you all soon.